What's happening, everybody? I'm back. I know I've been gone for a while. Been working a lot. You know how it goes. That's. But 50 plus on YouTube. I'm right there. I'm pushing 50, another year. But I think YouTube's great, especially for older people, like, and the thing is, it's easy. I'm not very good at technology, I don't know how to use a laptop. Never been on one. Kind of getting the hang of my phone, my iPhone, kind of getting the hang of it, and man, my thing's real shaky right now. But it's great. It's going great. So I'm 50 on YouTube. I've been on YouTube for a year. I've been doing it for a year now. And it's like I don't have one of those niches or whatever they call it. One of those niches where, like, you're like selling some kind of coaching, some kind of program or something, or I just talk normally about what I if I think of something, or if I hear something, or if I watch something and it gives me an idea of something I want to talk about, and the mask is just for my privacy, I just don't want people to come up to me in public or anything, or not like it's a big deal, but I like my privacy, but that's the cool thing about YouTube too. Like, you could be faceless, you could be whatever, you could have a faceless channel, you could have your face on it, whatever you prefer, I just don't know how to do a faceless channel, so this is the only thing I know how to do, record videos. And then it took me a while to figure out how to do the YouTube thing and upload videos and all that stuff, but it was fairly easy, and I think everybody should have a channel. I think just everybody should have a channel. You know what? If everybody just had a channel and everybody was watching everybody else's channels and everybody was getting paid and everybody was buying stuff off of each other's channels, and it's cool. It's like an ecosystem, like self-sustaining, like, I don't know. But I think if you're, especially like young people, they got it, like it's easy. They just jump on their laptops, tablets, whatever they do, and then they just figure stuff out, But us that are older, it's a little harder for us, Some of us aren't good on the phone. Some of us don't know how to use laptops, don't know how to, just anything like that, But what I was thinking is, I'm gonna take a little computer course. I've been looking into it. They're not going on right now. I gotta wait, I think till springtime or something, and then some courses will be opening up. Just so I can learn the basics on a laptop, and then I can start figuring out, how to like edit, because I don't edit videos. I don't nothing. I just record these. I just record them. I'll proof watch it real quick just to make sure, like, I didn't say nothing stupid or whatever, but I don't think I've ever re-recorded a video, I record the first one, watch it, and oh, that's kind of cringe, whatever, but I just still put it out anyways, But it's, once you figure all that out, it's fairly easy, fairly easy to, do YouTube. And all you gotta do is record a video and then upload it. That's all I don't like when I put my my title and my description of the video and stuff, I don't even put hashtags or anything. Like, I just figured that out the other day, like oh, you're supposed to put hashtags and you get more traffic or whatever, or I don't know what they're talking about, but anyway, so I've been doing this for a year. And I have like, I think 180 subscribers, you know? Getting up there. Getting up there. And like, some of my videos don't get a lot of views. Some of them get kind of a lot of views. But like, I don't think I have any views that are in the thousands. You know, like, my videos only get like a lot for me is maybe like 100, a couple, 200 maybe, 200 views. That's a lot for me, you know? I'm not like these other channels, like, but I'm trying to get up there, you know? So if you're new and you can, subscribe, and I really don't have a niche yet, I'm still working on that, trying to figure that out, just because I don't want to, like, I want to talk with you guys and converse with you guys and all that, we could, but I don't want to do it. I don't want to do I don't want to do like videos about like gossip about other people or just anything like that. Like, okay, so I spend a majority of my time of my life in prison, the youth authority, juvenile systems, finally got my act together when I was 31 years old. So, and I just been in construction ever since, like I got out the last time I got out when I was 31, and I just focused on work and I just hit it hard. I just went to work hard. That took my focus away from jail and gangs and stuff like that, and I just focused on work. Everything went hard. I just went on work, and now I'm 50 and I'm here, like trying to do this YouTube thing, but just so you guys have a background, if anybody's new right now or whatever, and so like I really haven't, had time for technology, I'm really behind on technology, and I know a lot of us older people are, but so I'm just trying to figure all this out, but I'm trying to get my subscribers up. Trying to figure out my niche. I don't want to tell, like a lot of people always want to hear my stories from prison and stuff like that. They always want to hear, and it's like, yes, I've been there. Yes, I've been around all that. I've done all that, but I really don't want to talk about it. Like, I don't want to tell war stories on here, and I know I could tell stories on here and about prison, and people would just watch people would just eat those videos up, they'd love it, but I just feel like it sends the wrong message to the younger kids, I just feel like it just, and trust me, I've seen a lot, I've been a lot of places, I've seen a lot of violence. I've seen a lot of stuff, that would be interesting to a lot of you people. But I just feel like it's portraying the wrong message, I don't want to tell anybody about the things I did on the streets or in jail or anything like that. Because I'm ashamed of that, I'm kind of ashamed of that period of my life, like I just want people to remember me for me now, a worker, a construction worker, just, what I mean? I just work, I just, what I mean? Do my videos. And, like I fight with that, I struggle with that, like I know I could just, just jump in the drama, and start telling stories and stuff and all this stuff. And then I just don't even want to, I don't even want to deal with all that, And I could just blow up and make all, get tons of views, but I don't want to be, it's not my style, it's not my thing, But the cool thing about this whole YouTube thing is, even though I don't have a niche, and that's why I know I'm not getting a lot of views, I really don't have a, But I'm gonna start focusing. I'm trying to figure it out. You know, what's my niche? What's my, you know, just so I could get more views and stuff. But and more subscribers. I need to get. I've been doing this for a year, and I only have like 180 or something like that. I forgot what I said. Subscribers, you know, and I get low views and stuff. But it's. I'll figure it out. You know, I'll figure it out, and that's the hard part. To me, that's the hard part. Is like figuring out your niche, and like, you know, and then you got to create content about that niche all the time, you know. So you always got to think of something, you know. And normally I only make like one video a week, you know, but I know I have to do more, you know. I know I have to do more, you know. I have to try to get like 2-3 a week, you know. I'm really busy. I work a lot of hours, and by the time I go to work when it's dark, by the time I get out, it's dark. It's too dark to record, you know. That's the little struggles I have, you know. But I'm figuring it out. I'm working. I got out a little early today, so I was like, okay, the sun's still, you know, sun's not up, but it's still daylight, you know. So yeah, 50 plus, you know, on YouTube. I think it's great, you know. Just gotta figure out your niche, and just keep pumping videos. Just keep making videos. You know, that's my struggle, you know. But we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there, you know. I'm still not even monetized. I've been on YouTube for a year now, and I'm not even monetized yet. I'm not even close. I'm like halfway on my subscribers. I still got to get another halfway, you know. But that's why I'm tempted. Like I'm just tempted to, like, you know, okay, I'm just gonna tell some war stories. Okay, I'm just gonna tell some things I saw in prison. Some, you know, like, I would never tell a story of anything that I've ever done. That's not my thing, you know. I might tell some stories about things that I've seen, but I really don't even want to do that, you know. I really don't even want to do that. But I don't know, you know. It's we'll see how it goes in the future, you know. I feel like I could do content on other things, you know. Like, I don't need to get into all that, you know, that stuff. If I do talk about prison or the streets or something like that, or gangs or something, I tell a different side of it, you know. I tell how bad it is. I tell, you know what I mean. But I don't tell anything, you know, to make it seem glorious, you know. Like I see a lot of creators. They've been to prison. They've done all these time in prison, and they're making content about prison, and it's just always about, like, I don't know. It just, yeah, I had to whack this dude or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, and it's not even like that, you know. Like those stories that you hear, that stuff happens randomly, and then you're just locked in a cage for months on end, you know. It's like, you know, but that's why I don't, you know. But anyways, so, wow, 13 minutes. Okay, so 50 and over, I think it's great for us, you know, honestly, because I'm just hoping, like, I could I could create something that I could, you know, create something on here that way I could transition from, like, hard construction work every damn day to maybe doing this for a living, doing something on here for a living, you know what I mean? And then if I didn't have to go to work every day, I could be at home, you know, like creating content or something or whatever, you know. But it's got to figure out your niche, you know. That's what I'm trying to figure out, you know. But all right, everybody, I just wanted to talk about that 50 and over. Like, anybody, I know that everybody that watches my videos is probably older, you know. Yeah, I mean, I know there's no kids watching my videos. They probably watch a little bit of it, and then they hear me talking positive or saying, you know, gangs are stupid and stuff like that. And then they probably just like, oh, this guy's stupid. And then they change it, you know. So I know I'm pretty sure it's a bunch of older people, you know. But okay, everybody. That's all I had. That's all I had. 50 plus, you know. Do it. Make a channel, you know. If I can do it, anybody can do it. Trust and believe that. Because I know nothing about technology. I know nothing about none of this. I'm camera shy. I'm like a shy person. I'm like, not shy, but I'm just like I like to lay low in the background, and observe, and let everybody else do the talking and do, So it's a little different for me, like I know there's like 10 people watching me. You know what I mean? So like it makes me a little nervous, but maybe 15 people watching me. But yeah, there it is, All right, everybody. And as you can see, I don't use no special equipment. I don't use nothing. I'm just a 50-year-old guy with a cell phone, and that's all I have, All right, everybody. Have a good day. Thank you. Thank you very much, all of you guys that are subscribed and like my videos and leave comments. Thank you very much, I appreciate you guys. And everybody have a good day, and God bless. All right, you guys.